All right. This is an updated video for Inferno, even though it's on a stream. All right. This is the gear I take. Some things that you can change is the ring. You can take a suffering. Highly recommended. And this, it can be barrels gloves. This can be a justiciar helm. But the rest, if you don't have an Elisha, take a DFS. If you don't have a Eldritch, take a Kodai, or even an Ancient Scepter, or Blood Scepter, or Ice Scepter, whatever. The rest of the gears remains the same, and let me explain you why. The main reason why I use Guardian Boots is because look them up on the wiki. They only have like -2 magic and -1 range. And they have 2 prayer and a lot of bonus on defense on range and melee. You know, in the case that you have to tank because of mistake. 8 brews because, you know, something can always go wrong. So assuming the fact that you will always reach stock in a perfect condition, that's not a beginner's mentality. That's a perfectionist mentality, and we're not here for that. Okay. 2 ranging potions, you can bring bastions. Honestly, my take is that they are completely useless. Bastions are a scam. They only give you the same amount of range, but they also give you super defense. So, yeah. Ignore any Spanish comments that you might see or hear because, like I said, this is also recorded from a stream, but I wanted to save time. Runes, souls, death, water, blood. If you don't have this, well, I guess if you have a coda, just bring blood, death, soul. Blowpipe, put dragon darts in your blowpipe. I'm using my amethyst because I really don't need an extra max hit. Honestly, I don't. It's not to sound like cocky or anything. It's just that I know myself very good. So yeah. Also, this bone is very this necklace is very important. The dragon bone necklace. It says bone crusher, but it doesn't really matter. This thing has only 2 less than an occult accuracy wise, not damage wise. Please read that and understand that. Occult only provides damage, not more accuracy. People tend to believe that occult is the one providing accuracy. No, that's a Kodai one. Kodai one has more accuracy than an Eldritch. So look that into a wiki. I'm not gonna open a browser to explain that. Just look it up. Sounds kind of mean, but it's true. People don't read the wiki and they assume other guys like, oh my god, this must be true because the guy has done it like 2 times. Okay. All right. Something about my plugins. Very important. Visual metronome. This thing on the top of my head are the game ticks of every monster. So I will show you how to lazy flick. Try to copy the settings or whatever works well for you. Show tick number above player's head. Put 4 here and any colors that you like. Preferably colors that stand out like yellow, purple, blue, and I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Talking. Alright, set timer. ¿Qué tal, mano? Set timer. Set timer, it's a plugin where you can set timers with a key. Mine is backward. It's on top of tabulate. So I press a key, 3:30. I press another key, a minute and a half. I press another key, it resumes. I will explain that later. And what else is important? Tile indicator. This one is where you actually are going. This one is where your mouse is, and this one is where you really are. This is the most important one, the current tile. My Inferno tiles, if you want them, let me know. They're mine. I didn't copy them from anybody. They're for specific things, but I don't write stuff down. I think that's distracting. Yeah. This is me. Go. And by the way, I like making the case that I have this amount of KC because people are like, oh, you don't know because, you know, this guy watch has 50 KC. Well, guess what? So, yeah. You don't go to a dentist that doesn't have teeth. You don't go to a the dietitian that it's fat. You don't go to, I don't know, a doctor that spreads conspiracy theories about health. So, yeah. Okay, wave 1. Those little creatures. They're nibblers. Kill them first if you can. Your only job is to eat the pillars. I drop a potion restore on the floor. And with safe spots we kill the bat. The bat attacks with range every 2 game ticks. Toy and Jeff. Wave 2. Wave 3. This is only nibblers. No science here. These waves are really easy. Alright, the next one is a game changing, the blob. Okay, why this is game changing? You notice that I started with protect from range, right? Now I changed with protect from magic and then protect from range. This guy will attack you with whatever overhead you have on the top of your head. He's like a, I guess like a child. Whatever you do, he does the opposite. Check it out. How do we avoid the damage? Do you see the bottom right of my screen, the squares? For every color that changes, that's a tick. So we change from range to mage to range, and you never get hit. That's called one tick alternation. We kill the blob, and when the blob dies, he leaves 2 children. Blue is mage, green is range, melee is red. So, yeah. Just be careful. When the melee appears, I'm gonna show you how to lazy flick. If you don't know how to flick properly, this is where the Dragon Bone comes to play, because it has 10 plus prayer. And it also has like 10 range accuracy, so it is a good necklace. It's like a Fury without defense or strength. So think about it. I usually don't count waves here. I usually use the Empire Kid mentality, like, oh, it's this NPC, so and the next one is XYZ. Okay. What do I do here? Protect from range, magic. And as soon as you see the magic attack, you can one tick alternate the blob. The bat won't see you. You attack the bat and it will hit this too. The melee comes down. Protect from magic. And he's dead. Okay, 2 blobs. Just be careful. This is wave, I believe, 5. Because I don't keep count of the early waves. Just like 18 plus, because that's when the real fun begins. There we go. Yeah, wave 7. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go here. Sadly, I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit by the blob, little blob on the back. However, if I kill this blob, take a look. See? Protect from range. And people autocast freaking... Sorry, misclick. Ice Barrage, I think that's kind of useless. Like, you know, you always want to get your HP back. Or what the hell are you casting an Ice Barrage for? Oh, if I miss the Nibblers. If you miss the Nibblers, what are you gonna do? Chase them? Nonsensical. Alright. This is a wave of only Nibblers. Yeah, it sounds like a porn site, but it's not. Onlynibblers.com. No, just kidding. You'll only get like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 wave of only nibblers. After the major, it's gone. The rest will be just 3 nibblers, like you see here. Ideally, you want to freeze them, being a moron. Okay, this is the melee. Max hit 49. Very tanky. And he attacks in 4 game tick. So let me show you how to laser flick. You see a number on the top of my head? He's hitting me on 4. We put it on 4, let it go. 4, let it go. Common question, does he always hit on 4? No. He can hit from 1 to 4, and you just have to pay attention when the sound or the animation starts. That's when you have to put on the prayer and let it go. Yeah. That's how you lazy flick. You save a lot of prayer, you don't have to learn any one-tick flick or anything crazy. That works for you. Let's look at it again. He's attacking me on what? Tick 1? Yep. Put the prayer, let it go. Put the prayer, let it go. Put the prayer, let it go. That's the science of one-tick flicking, dude. People are like, you know, oh my god, I need to one-tick flick to... No. One-tick flick, maybe if you're like on a specific account that it's very low prayer, maybe. But if you're a main, this video is intended for mains. Yeah. I can't prayer on this guy because he attacks on 2 game ticks, so I don't want to focus on 2 numbers. You know, it's too hard for my brain to understand more than 1 number. That's why I don't have contacts on my phone. No, just kidding. Yeah, I was late there. Okay, blob and melee. If you have Bofa, it's easier to get rid of the blob. Trust me, I don't know why people suck so much on him. There is something that I have been learning that it's like a 2-tick flick, but I got myself with sound. So check this out. That's not what I wanted. Let's see if I can get back on sync. Yep. I was out of sync. All good. But yeah, with lazy flick that I just showed you, you can accomplish this. You can arrange the waves by walking left to right and right to left. Okay. Yeah, that was dumb of me. Here we go. I'm gonna go here. That's the thing about the tiles that I have marked. I know exactly where to go. I guess the most important ones are this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think there's... The other ones are just like things that I know that I can say spot stuff on, like, you know, here I can say spot about from this place, here I can say spot about here, here I can hit the nibblers from here, like small things that I discovered. This is an L shape, inverted L shape. If I stand here, a major is here, cannot see me. Yeah. Okay. Take a look at this. You see what I did there? I play with the pillar on the left. By the way, sorry, I just don't notice. This is the northern pillar, right? Because the compass is inverted. This is the most important pillar. A lot of people, and I know they're gonna roast me in comments, like, oh my god, no, the southern pillar is important. No, not really. The most important one is the northern one. Second most important, western. Last important is the southern. Why? Southern only matters if you use, like, I don't know, Justicia. And I have never done a cape like that. Like, ever. So, you know, my 839 KC never used Justicia before. I used it once and I didn't pass wave 60. This t-shirt doesn't teach you how to learn. It teaches you like, oh, this is tanky, I'm gonna survive. That's not a good attitude, I believe. This is wave 15, I believe. Yep. Let me see if I can start sinking myself. Not sinking like a boat, like synchronization. I'm gonna miss that for sure. Yep. I use my blob by spec on him. These guys, the blobs can hit up to 29 very consistently. So if you're scared about something on the Inferno, shouldn't be triple, shouldn't be Jad, should be the blob. And maybe scare is not the word. Maybe the word is respect. You can also lazy flick with the major. Okay. Next wave, you don't need any prayer. It's melee melee. You can say spot them. 15 is, yeah, 16. 17 is Nibblers. Only Nibblers, yeah, only Nibblers. See, that's why I'm telling you, I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna hit that Nibbler. Let me see if I can get to my prayer back. Alright, I couldn't, I don't care. See, this is spot. This is something that you discover, you know, with time. Sorry if I make any mistake, I'm also training my alt. Getting his prayer up on Word 330. I have 2 Rune Dragon alts, and I'm trying to get them the Inferno. So I'm training their prayer. Alright, this one, you don't have to worry, just go, I guess, here and have your barrage ready. Okay. From this wave 18 all the way to 33, protect from range. This orange guy, you know, not Trump, it's just an orange ranger. He can hit up to 46, yeah, 46, and if you stand next to him, he can melee you up to a 16. You can also say lazy flick him. What I'm doing is 2-tick flick. So put the prayer, wait for the sound, put it back again. And he's dead. Wave 19. You notice that the same thing repeats, right? First bats, then 2 bats, then a blob, then a bat and a blob, then 2 bats and a blob, then 2 blobs, then the melee. You see the pattern, right? It is important to know the waves at some point, but early waves is like, meh, you can figure out just by counting. Okay. Here I can chase Needlers because it's only protect from range. I'm gonna spec this guy. Hopefully we can get something out of it. Yeah, good spec. Gonna go here. He sees me. Okay, this can be a complex wave. Um, you can switch based on animations. Let's say that these were not divided, so what do you do? Let's say that I was out. Okay. You start, as soon as you see the attack from the blob, you start to want to alternate. Imagine that, you know, that the blob is in front of me and the ranger is behind me. You go out and you protect from range, then protect from magic, and you start wanting alternating. Remember what I did with the blob there? This is exactly the same. It might take like 1 or 2 hits for the blob to sync, but as soon as you're doing this, the blob should sync up to you and everything should be fine. See? I'm not taking any damage whatsoever. Again, that's a little bit more of an advanced technique. I can show you a little bit more a basic one where you hit and hide. I think that's safer for new people, but I just wanted to show you that it is possible. We don't have to like learn it. I mean, if they're divided, just keep them divided and go for it. Like, I just did it in case that to show you that it is possible. Because some people are like, oh, I know, no, I cannot do it. If you can one tick flick, I mean, one tick alternate the blob, you can do it. Trust me. Wave 21, this wave 22. I'm gonna hit this guy with protect from range. I might get hit here by the blob, that's fine. Just don't get hit too much. There we go. Stand back so he doesn't melee us. And you can lazy flick here, or you can 2-tick alternate. Up to you. I'm gonna try to 2-tick flicking him. When you hear that sound, you know that you can take off your prayer. I stand here on this tile that I marked for the bat, so I don't get hit. And as you see the range or the range or the mage hit, you change. Okay, gonna mage the bat. Okay. $23, I believe, yeah. I kind of misclicked my, what's it called? The prayer, yeah. No, not the prayer, the freaking, what's it called? The Nibbler, yeah. I misclicked Nibbler and I barraged him with Blood Barrage instead of Ice Barraging him. I got hit by what? The bat? Yeah, probably. Lazy flick this guy or 2-tick flick, whatever you prefer. Here we go. We do the same thing, like a copy and paste. Okay, we hear the magic sound. We start 1-tick alternating. I hit the bat so I can hit the blob on the back. Okay. Right, this is wave 24. 2 blobs and a ranger. Okay. So this is the situation that I was telling you about, right? What do you do here? You can do this. Check the most simple solution. You hit, you hide, change prayer. You hit, you hide, change prayer. This is like the simplest solution that you can do. Or you can one-tick alternate like you do with the blob, but if that scares you, just hit and hide. It's not very, let's say, pro, and people will say, oh, you're cheesing it. It doesn't matter what people say, they will always criticize the way you do Inferno. But most of the people that criticize the way that you do Inferno, they only have like one cape, you know, a suspicious cape maybe, or they just, you know, they're good and they're just trying to put you to their standards, or they're just trying to bully you because you're trying to explain them something, or you're trying something for yourself and they want to make you feel bad. So if whoever tells you, oh no, that's cheating, it, just tell them I just want to get my cape and move on with my life. If they keep insisting, if they go full Tucker Carlson on you, just ignore them, you know. Just bring the gear that works for you. Like I said, what I do is a recommendation, it's not a law. This is wave 25. The game changer here, it's the melee. Why did I stand here on this specific tile? You will see. When he digs, we move diagonally and that's it. I think I'm gonna save my spec for the ranger. Ranger is like the weakest of the three. I'm gonna camp my prayer here a little bit. Remember I told you the western pillar is useful? Check this out. You can do this in more complex waves called, you know, 57, 60. Check out how I lured this guy. Check it out. He's completely lured. What I'm about to do next, don't do it if you have more NPCs on the left. Or here. There we go. Alright. By 26 done, 27. No. Aquí no, yo no regalo dinero. Yo ya hice una serie donde empecé de cero. Just a random guy asking for bonds, you know. I made a series on YouTube where I start with nothing on free to play, and I made it all the way to Inferno. Yeah, it took me 7 months, but if I can do it, everybody can do it. I didn't even raid or anything. It was just like AFK in Rune Dragons. Is that 28 is a game changer. A blob is included. So just be careful with that. Good wave, good spawn. Come on. One deck alternate. Try to always go in front of the little blobs so they don't pile you. Mostly the melee piles you. Gonna go here. Oh, I think I missed that. No, thought I did. Andrea, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va todo? Don't mind me, you might learn something new. Spanish-wise. All right. That was 28, 29. You can wait behind the pillar a little bit while the wave, you know. Ah, dude. ¿Dónde estás quedando pegado? Okay, I'm gonna go outside, get the blob. Check every color on the bottom right of my screen. I changed my prayer as soon as the color changes. That was a mistake because I had to move, but yeah. There we go. All right. Wait, 30. You want to know something funny about these bats? They're supposed to be weak to magic, and I always have troubles freezing them or... Los cambios donde estás ahorita. Ah. Pero no estás usando metrónomo visual. I like this song. These songs will be looping. They're from NCS. ¿Qué parte se te enreda? Alright, I got rid of the two main threats, Blob and the melee. Next wave is 31. So... you might need full HP or close to full HP because... and as soon as I said that I get hit, this is beautiful. It's double Blob Ranger melee. That can get a lot of people killed, including myself. I struggled with that with quite a bit when I was learning. Okay, we have two blobs on the right. That's, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, this is where I get a little bit of track. And don't worry if you receive damage here because of the little blobs. It happens. I'm gonna try to get rid of this as soon as possible. There we go. I guess you can say that you can rearrange on the south if this gets complex to you. I don't judge you if you do that. I just don't like doing that. But if you rearrange on the south because you're kind of like confused about this, I don't blame you. Okay. Ideally, you want to get rid of the little majors, because they're the one harming you. Some people might say, oh no, get rid of the big ranger, you know? Also valid. That is kind of like sad. ¿Y qué partes se te complican? ¿De a los blobs o el blob solo, el blob con otra cosa? Para más o menos entender. Alright, this is wave 32. Very easy wave. What I did there is that the melee was coming here, so you can send from here, here, here. All these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles, and you will stop the melee. Pero ¿cómo mueres? Okay. ¿Estás usando metrónomo visual o no? Sorry, it's just somebody on YouTube is asking me on the stream, how do I alternate between the ranger and the major? Oh. This is wave 33. This is the last wave of only ranger that you'll see. Okay, you're halfway up to the cape, let's say. So congratulations to you. Usa el metrónomo visual. Con el metrónomo visual puedes ver los cuadrados y haces el cambio por cada cuadrado. Hacerlo por instinto, a menos que lo hayas hecho antes, no te va a salir. I missed a prayer there. Okay, wave 33 is over. What's coming next? Last wave of only nibblers. The website. 34. This is a wave that will... The next one is a wave that will change your life. It's a wave 35, the major. You can laser flick him just like you laser flick the ranger or the melee. If you're scared and you don't want to do it, I understand, but the more you practice, the better, and the higher your confidence grows. So ideally you hide behind the pillar and wait for him, but since it's just the major here in wave 35, baja el metrónomo visual y ponle 4 colores. Y vas a ver que ya no te pierdes ningún prayer. Tienes que ir a la velocidad del cuadrado. Si no vas a la velocidad del cuadrado, te pegan. There we go. Protect from magic again. By the way, he can revive foes that died, except for the nibblers. So he can revive the freaking bat, the melee, the ranger, another major. Sí, instálalo y por cada color que pase acá, ¿ves? ¿Ves ese color arriba donde dice ranging? Si yo hago esto, por cada color que pasa, nunca me pega el blob. Funciona también con el Ranger y el Major con un Blob. Oh, I missed that barrage. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. I'm so bad at the game. This is wave 37. 2 bats and a Major. They're all dead. Con gusto. Okay, like I said, take a look. He's attacking me on tick 2, right? Number 2, let it go. Number 2, let it go. What I'm doing is to tick flicking, so... The blob is gonna come to the left and try to... That was a switch. If the blob was in front, we can one tick alternate or go out, hit the major ones, change prayer and hide. So... And this is wave 38. Okay. Again, if you're kind of scared of like duty clicking or lazy flick, you see the light that is under the major. Probably not on my screen because I have low definition. When his light flicker, you can take off the prayer. That's another way of like taping prayer. You don't, not like you don't use, but you use less. A ver si este wave puedo alternar para que veas. No. This is wave 39. Protect from magic. Okay, protect from range magic. Range magic, range magic, range magic, range magic, range. Uh-huh. Okay. 40. 41 is double blob major. There we go. El próximo wave, Andrea, es el 41. Ahí trae 2 blobs. Te puedo enseñar más o menos cómo se hace one tick alternation para que le agarres el ritmo. Y te fijes en los cuadrados. Okay. We're on wave 40, so 41 is kind of like a big deal because there are 2 blobs. Whenever there are 2 blobs, everything gets a little bit, not confusing, but a little bit harder sometimes. So try to start those waves with high HP. I'm not telling you should panic. I'm just telling you that, I don't know, that you should like be more careful. Don't start those waves with like 20 HP. Okay, 41. Let's see what we get. Not bad. Okay, probably this is not well alternated. It's gonna hit me quite a bit there. The blob, I mean, not the major. Okay, mira, Andrea. So remember what we did with the blob? We just want to alternate them. Mira los cuadros, Andrea. No veas a ellos, mira los cuadros y cambia los prayers. So you notice that for every square on the bottom right that changes, I change my prayer. This is one tick alternation. And this way you don't get hit by a blob and a ranger or a ranger and a blob. And you're good to go. ¿Viste? ¿Por qué recibí daño ahí, Andrea? Porque para sincronizar me perdí una alternación. Lo cual es normal. Look at all the damage the blob did to me. Like, what is that, 62? The major didn't even touch me. The blob did 62 on me. That's why I tell you the blob is the most dangerous creature on the Inferno. It's not Suck, it's not Jad, it's not the major, it's not the ranger, it's not the melee. It's the blob. The blob is an accurate demon that will come for your soul, and if you don't alternate him, he's gonna kill you. Or if he's not gonna kill you, he's gonna drain you out. Okay, this 42 is a little bit more relaxed wave because it's a melee major. What's the downside here? Well, guess what? You have a melee major blob and major double blob. So three. He might revive the bat. That's okay. You can rely on the animation of the major. I mean the melee when he attacks you to change the magic and then go out. That's why I stood on the corner. Let me see. Oh, I think I'm gonna get hit by that now. Oh. Sadly, I couldn't hit it. Okay. This is kind of like a scuff wave. I'm gonna try to alternate the best I can. Gonna do a maneuver that I don't like doing so much, but it does work. Oh, okay. There we go. That's not what I wanted, quote unquote. What I wanted was to freeze the bat, freeze the major, walk under the major, and then kill the nibbler. But I killed the nibbler by mistake while I was trying to freeze the bat, so all good. This is a problem with the melee on higher waves. I will say 57 onwards. Um, he has that tendency to dig on you, and then you have only two options, like trying to alternate the major and the melee, which I don't like, or get rid of him fast while tanking some damage, but he hits 49, so you're like kind of like stuck. You can freeze it because, you know, he's weak to magic, but again, people don't do it because they're like, oh no, it's a waste of time, just nuke it with the blowpipe. Guess what, the blowpipe is not a guarantee hit, so when people say just nuke it with a blowpipe, it's not always the case. I swear to God, I've seen people that they die trying to kill the melee with range. You freeze it and you stay like one tile away at least. You save yourself a lot of HP. If you have to don't die, of course. There we go. I'm gonna get hit by something. No, that was luck. That was luck. I had to get hit by that blob. Wait for him to arrange. If I will have hit him, I'll be outside of the pillar. Because he's so massively big that if I hit him when he is under me, the natural reaction of the character is to go here, to the western side. No, east side. Yes, western side, whatever is closer to him. This is wave 45. This is the first blob that we'll see with the major melee. He was a good spawn, so I don't have any complaints. All right. If I forget to mention a wave, it's just that I don't think it's that important, or I'd rather you to learn 18 Ranger, 35 Mage, and 50 Ranger Major. The rest comes by logic. Just by realizing, oh, I have two blobs. Okay, a melee is coming. I have two melees. Oh, a ranger is coming. You know, it's kind of like that. Just like Fire Keep. That's how I learned Fire Keep. I didn't learn it by memorizing waves. I just realized like, okay, double magic and one is orange. Then the next one is jet. You know. Remember when we one pick alternate the blob and the ranger or the major? We're doing the same thing here. Sadly, I don't think I can kill the major before he digs. It's kind of like scuffy. Very scuffed. Probably with both. You probably ran out of options, but if you have Bofa and you're not DPS in the major, kill the melee to avoid issues. Bathroom break, just a second. Pero el baño. Alright, sorry. I'm doing this right after dinner and I drink a lot of water. You'll see me with a mug that it's not filled with coffee or juice, just water. So, yeah. By the way, some people do that. They take breaks and to recharge your spec. My advice is don't do it. Waiting for spec has to be one of the, I think not, probably the, not a dumb way, but a very inefficient way to learn the Inferno. Don't rely on spec. Rely on what you have learned so far. You know, what would wait for a spec do for me here? The answer is nothing. Alright. I have to restore, first restore. This is the first restore? Yeah, first restore of in 47 waves. We want the alternate. If you don't want the alternate, like I said, just hit the major, quit protect from magic, go back, protect from range, and that's it. You don't have to do it this way. I just want to save the Southern Pillar, even though it's useless. It's a good distraction, so I want to save it for that reason, nothing else. You see that I'm not in a hurry. If you see a Nibbler eating a pillar that is not this one, don't panic. Don't like, oh my god, I have to save it because if I don't save it, no. Like seriously, don't panic over a pillar. Panicking over a pillar or trying to chase Nibbler only gets you killed. Panicking over a pillar is never good. I got hit there by the little major. He's gonna follow me. Okay, the next one is a double blob melee major wave. So that's 48. You're gonna remember that wave for the rest of your life. You can use Augur if you want. I'm gonna use Augury actually. Come on. Oh, okay. That was kind of like scuffy because I couldn't freeze this guy. But guess what? I have spec, I can recover. There we go. What's the only issue with this? Well, I think I have, yeah, I have 2 Nibblers on that pillar. And he revived the melee. But it doesn't really matter. Like I said, we don't use the southern pillar. If we lose it even in this wave, I'm fine with that. And so should you. You know? Never, never, never risk your life or integrity for a pillar that is not the northern one. And you only have to risk your life in certain, you know, certain specific parts. You don't have to risk your life all the time for a pillar. Like for example here, what am I doing? I'm just getting my HP back in a chill manner while one tick alternating the blobs. There we go. I got hit there by the melee and it kind of got me off sync with this too. But it's okay. Like I said, I didn't risk my life there because, you know, I had more than their max hits, so all good. When you're like, I don't know, 10 HP and you're not alternating a blob, brew. Brew. The brews are meant to be used. If somebody tells you you only have to use brews on jab and suck, they're completely wrong. You use brews whenever you want to, not when people tell you. This is not a this is not a physics books. Giovanni, ¿todo bien? There we go. Okay, this is 49, pretty easy, melee mage, so you can pretty much relax from this point. There we go. I'm gonna hit this guy. All right. This is a wave that you'll always remember, 50. You see that there's a ranger and a major, so most likely you will take damage. Like, it's not even a question, it's a fact. Because you always start with protect from magic, right? So, yeah. What do I do there? Well, good question. I actually froze the ranger so I could um, take care of this nibbler. It works, and this way you don't have to alternate anything. People don't seem to do it, but it makes your life easier, and this is all about this type of guides and videos are about to make your life easier, not to show off or tell you, oh, I can do this and you can't, or you know, get yourself killed trying to save a useless filler. If that's what you want to see, you know, there are plenty of videos out there that will tell you how to do things in a certain way and not explore other areas or other ways of doing the same thing. I'm not that way. I usually explore many ways to do one thing. If you're kind of like close-minded and you think that there's just one way to do the Inferno, you can exit the video. I don't mind, you know. I don't really mind feedback, negative or positive. Just, you know, if it's rational, yeah. If it's irrational, like you're not doing Inferno right, okay, just check the high scores. I mean, that's the approach sometimes you have to take with people, especially on Twitch. See? I'm gonna get hit by the ranger. What happens if I stay there longer? Well, he can hit me 246 and that's a 92. Is it an exaggeration to say he can do that? Yeah, but it can happen. Those 42 is his max. Do the math. Okay. He hits me, protect from magic, and wave resolve. Alright, that was wave 51. This is 52. Two bats, ranger, major. Barrage. Immediately go behind the pillar. You notice that the major is far away from me. The Tibu will never reach him. So he attacks us, or his life flickers. We change range. I go here. Protect from magic. If you stay... that was kind of dumb. If you stay here where my mouse is pointing, and if you try to attack the major the way I did, you're gonna stand here. Always when you want to do the trick, stand here on the corner. If you don't stand on the corner, dude, you're gonna get hit. The corner is the way to go only for these scenarios. Just saying. Alright, make sure that you stay high HP on these waves, okay? Wait for this to accommodate. Take a look at what the ranger is gonna do. Now the wave is resolved. You don't have anything to worry about. And yeah, this is wave 53. That's why I tell you don't panic and try to, you know, how's it called? Don't try to like, what's the word? Panic and resolve or try to kill the nibblers very fast. Remember that we defended this pillar the first 50 waves because it was very simple. So if the pillars have to tank in order for us to survive and to actually have a full head and take any strategy, take that path, dude. Don't think because you know that that because your pillar is under siege by one nibbler that you're gonna die. Like, no. Your pillar will be like intense orange for that to happen. And then you can justify, yeah, I risked my life for the northern pillar, but usually that's never the case. And if that is happening, it's not your magic bonus. You're probably not paying attention. Magic bonus doesn't really matter because guess what? Nibblers only have -20 magic defense, so whoever tells you occult actually helps here, they don't know what they're talking about. Occult only adds damage. If you splash, occult is not going to help you to splash less, it's just going to help you to hit more. So if you're splashing at the nibblers, do you know that the Pegation boots add a -12 magic bonus? So if you're ever wondering why am I splashing, the answer might be on your feet. And people are like, oh yeah, but you know, Pegations are so good. Yeah, they might be, I guess, but is it good enough that you want to keep on splashing and start losing pillars early in game? I'm just saying, because I mean, people are big advocates about Pegations, and when you ask them, you know, their negative magic bonus. Oh yeah, but I compensate with the occult. Yeah, but if you use Guardian or Devout or whatever, I don't like Devouts, but if you use them, you splash less. And why do you think that? Why do you think that is? Yeah. Just saying. Don't use what people tell you on guides. If this guide is not helpful to you, you know, just let me know. But don't try to like adopt a specific cult of personality to somebody that does the Inferno in a certain way and you have to do it that way. I don't know, if Bring a Full Justiciar works for you, bring Full Justiciar, dude. Nobody's telling you not to, I'm just telling you my point of view. Right on. This is wave 54, by the way. 55 are too bad. There we go. Sorry that I'm camping prayer a little bit there. I miss a prayer, that's really funny. Okay, 55. Some people told me you have to use augury starting with 55. I disagree. I don't think it's necessary. I think on 56 maybe you can use a little bit of augury if you want, but it's not a necessity. Here I'm just waiting for the Major and Ranger to rearrange. I have to waste a little bit of prayer here. Okay, we're back to one tick alternating. We go with Protect from Magic, we switch to range, and then we start changing the prayer for each square that is under my bottom right screen. Keep on the rhythm until it's completely dead, and then you can, you know, come on, approach him this way so you can barrage them all. Okay, 56 is another wave that you'll remember because it's double blob, ranger, major. So I'm gonna use augury. Nah, no. Solo me gusta el Inferno. This is an easy wave. I'm gonna get rid of the major first. Again, we're just quantic alternating the blob and the ranger. You can also just go out, protect from magic, hit the major, go back, protect from range. Just be careful when you kill the major. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna kill the blob first. Okay, that was wave 56. I'm gonna use my spec on the ranger. I don't need to hold it. Come on, just give me 99. Whatever. Dale. Solo ocupas la motivación, el tiempo y el dinero y ya. This is wave 57. A melee gets added to the mix. Wait for it. Crouches, protect from magic. What's the only problem here about doing this? Well, the melee is gonna dig, and if you have a Bofa, most likely you won't be able to kill it in time. But, you know, we have a trick. Check it out. If the major was still alive, we will have done this and we'll be fine, you know? 270. Here we go, dude. Very easy. 57. Some people say that you have to wear a Bandos chestplate or some nonsense like that. Doesn't make sense. I wear my magic top all the time because my magic bonus is garbage and I'm proud of that. So just use your magic top and augury if you're scared about getting hit. Range. Why am I reusing range? Well, the ranger is next to me, so... Come on. Realistically, my priority should be the melee, not the nibbler. See, if I would have hit him first, I wouldn't have to tank that hit. I'm not alternating here because the bat is on 2 ticks. That was 58. I start saving my spec around wave 60 plus because you might need a emergency block pipe to get rid of something fast like a blob or a melee. So no, yo no tengo clan. Yo tengo un chat channel, pero es esto, la carita amarilla, donde llegan unos amigos. Yo diría que son amigos ya cercanos, que llegamos ahí a hablar, a discutir temas, a lo que sea. Pero en ese sí discutimos todo, PVMing, Moneymaker, ¿qué más? Updates. Okay, this is wave 59. I'm gonna get rid of the bats first. The crouches protect from magic. Just watch out for the melee. When he digs, you can step under him or just straight out go here. Protect from range. That's why I tell you Northern Pillar is the most useful pillar. Imagine if you go to the south, imagine the damage that you take from the ranger. See? We're 10 waves away from seeing suck, so yeah, get hyped. I didn't want to do that. I forgot I was on wave 59, even though I just said I'm on wave 59. Alzheimer hitting hard. $60. I use freaking augury at this point. Wait for it, wait for it. This is a beautiful spawn. Take a look at this. This is what I was telling you to do last time, remember? Go out one hit, come back, go out one hit. That's exactly what I did. Okay, we're gonna go out and want to alternate the blob and the major. Not a big deal. Change the range. You see the blob move. Start wanting alternating. Take a look at the squares on the bottom right. That's your indicator to change your prayer. I do it by instinct now, but if you're new, use the visual metronome. That's why you install that plugin at the beginning. You wanna be a mister? So yeah, the hardest wave of the Inferno allegedly is the 63. You can imagine why, right? Double blob, ranger major, melee. Scary stuff. But not really. Not really. You divide and conquer like we do, and you don't tank everything, and you try to alternate, and even if you brew, you'll be fine. And if you think you're happy... Okay. 61. Nice. Oh, good. I actually froze that. I'm actually surprised that I froze that guy. Like, you never freeze the freaking melee. It takes ages. With both up rolly, he'll be dead faster, but it is what it is with T-Bow. Magic. It's a shame that I have to tank a little bit of damage just to save this pillar. Yeah. It's just that I really like the western pillar. You don't have to do that. You can let the western pillar fall. It doesn't really matter. Time to use my first restore. Back to the one tick alternation. Why am I doing this? Good question. You see the melee on the back? I'm not, because I'm actually busy one tick alternating. When he digs, I'll just run diagonally or walk diagonally. Yeah, diagonally, and yeah. There we go. And with that, the wave is saved. See? If I will stay here where the major is, probably he will have dig and hug me and give me a 49. So, yeah. So you see, as long as you divide and conquer and you don't panic, you should have everything under control on the Inferno. No big deal. Probably my first guide wasn't that good because I only had like 5 KC. But now that I have like 800, you know, I guess you're more relaxed. With 5 KC, you still shake on nibblers. I mean, healers. Not even kidding. I forgot to pick that restore on the floor. It's fine. I'm gonna pick it soon. I'm gonna get hit by the ranger. 20 damage, that's okay, not a big deal. Here we're kind of like on a race. The reason why we're on a race is not because of the pillar is doing fine. The race is between the melee and the blob. Because it's kind of like scummy, to say the least, to try to alternate a blob and a melee. So, yeah. There we go. Just gonna swim out just to see if he revives the blob. This is wave 62, by the way. The memorable wave is coming. Oh. Changing the subject a little bit, dude. I don't know what these people on World 330 do, like if hosting a house is actually profitable, but I remember one of my friends, a close friend, he actually hosted his house for a month and he got nothing. Like, nothing, dude. Like, and he was a big guy, strong guy, you know, and he came to me, tears in his eyes. Nah, just kidding. He just told me, dude, I hosted my house for an entire month and people were using, I got nothing. I was like, I don't know, dude. I guess, I don't know. Lucky people get a Tumikin. I don't know. Okay, these are the last bats of the Inferno, so... Sorry. Again, this is not to suspect. My cat literally was rubbing herself against my leg. And that usually means pay me attention, and if you don't, I'm gonna jump on your desk and scare the crap out of you, so yeah. Okay. Not the best wave. Still doable. I didn't alternate there. It's fine. Why did I use Ice Barrage? You might be asking. Well, there was a melee. So, yeah. That's the main reason. Okay, this is a part where you're like, oh my god, what do I do? Well, if you brought a Kodai or an occult, this is the time for it to shine, see? And I'm using a Dragon Boon, dude. I'm not even using a freaking Kodai or anything. Or an occult. And yet, I was still able to get rid of that. So, whoever tells you that you actually need to bring an occult, or whoever tells you that you actually need to nuke the melee or something like that, sure, but it's not a necessity. This was quote-unquote the hardest wave of the Inferno, okay? And I'm not trying to be like mean, like if you die here or something, but seriously, if something on a guide doesn't make sense, like if somebody on a guide is just like clicking and not even talking to you or not even interacting or not even explaining what they're doing, they're not good teachers. I don't care if you tell me, oh, they're so good, you know, dude, if they are not explaining you stuff, that is not a guide, that is a show off. There is a difference between guiding, teaching, and just doing something so people praise you. There's an entirely different world. If you're doing something to be preached, you won't explain anything and you want it to look complicated. But if you're actually teaching, you make examples, you explain stuff, and that's the difference between somebody that teaches and somebody that shows off. I don't care, you know, I didn't watch any guide on the Inferno, thank God, and the ones I watched were awful. So this is how I discovered things that work for me, and they work for me. I have a melee coming after me. You might get hit here, like a little bit, not a lot. What's my main goal? Well, I want to get rid of at least one melee. If you have like dragon darts on this, good. Okay. There's a way to reset quote-unquote the timer. You don't need to do that. I was just like, you know, why not? But yeah, you don't need to do what I did. I'm gonna wait for this guy to come over. I don't want to chase him. Come on. Alright, he can only revive one major. Don't get closer to the major if you don't have to, because this is the limit. If you step here and he revives a melee, the melee will actually come and hit you. But this way, you're actually safe spot in the melee. It was a good wave. These are the last melees. Take a look. These are the last melees of the Inferno, so yeah. Really good, dude. Really good stuff. In that way, wave 64 is resolved. I'm not going to use my spec yet, and the reason why I don't use my spec, and hear me out on this, the reason why I don't use my spec, that was a misclick, is because I might need the blowpipe spec on the Ranger mage. So, yeah. Do you see what I did there? The ranger was coming after me. I went immediately to this corner and he safe spotted. And guess what? Now I can use my spec. Why? Well, if he dies, he's gonna get revived and he's gonna fall here or here. And it doesn't really matter at that point. So, yeah. If you're kind of like tired here, like mentally tired, physically tired, just don't, you know, lazy flick it, I guess. And our resources look pretty good. I admit there was 2 tick flicking, not 1 tick flicking, 2 tick flicking, and lazy flicking. But yeah, I mean, I've done this with Bofa without Eldritch, so, you know, if people say, oh, it's because you have Eldritch, because, no, I've done this with Eldritch and with Kodai or Bofa and a Master one. And, yeah, without even a freaking... Or with even with an SGS, you know? And with a Dragonfire Shield. People underestimate Dragonfire Shield. It's a great shield. Okay, this is wave 66. Something to note about this wave is that you have to almost kill them both at the same time. If you try to like kill one first, the other one will revive the other one, and it will be like have you seen the movie of DiCaprio's Inception, like from 2005 or 7? It will be like a major inside a major, pretty much like a dream inside a dream. I don't recommend that. So kill one first and then kill the other, and when you are gonna kill them both, stay away from the pillar, okay? I have to take the last bathroom break. Sorry, so much bathroom breaks that I swear to God, it's just that I drank like 2 liters of water when I was having dinner. So small break, be right back. Yeah. After this, we're gonna see Jad, so get ready. Drink your ranging potion, bastion, whatever. Pray against range or mage, whatever, doesn't really matter because the first attack is random. If you're low on resource, you can just not use rigor and you'll be fine. I swear to God, rigor is kind of like overrated. Um, okay, how do you resolve a wave like this? The most common answer is, oh, you tag them all and you go through Jet. Yeah, but what does that do for you? You know, it's kind of like when you ask somebody why you like this candidate, and you know, for I don't know, presidential elections, and they just tell him, oh, you know, he has done a lot. Like what? I don't know, but a lot. You know, it's the same logic that people use for this. Okay, so why did I do that? I get him behind here, and you'll be like, oh my god, now he's full HP. Dude, guess what? With a bowflower Tivo, it takes nothing to get him less than half HP. Like, literally nothing. 30 seconds a minute. Look at the timer I have here, an hour and a half. You think I don't have 1 minute to start? Like, always ask yourself, do I want to save time or do I want to save my life? And if your answer is I want to save time, you're a speedrunner. And if you're a speedrunner, this is not the video for you. Kindly invite you to get out. And if you think the only way is to tag them all, you really don't have any idea. And probably because you watch so many guys of people tagging them all and saying, oh, this is so easy, you know, you don't take any damage and you can blood barrage and blah, 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 blah. Why would you want a blood barrage? That's more things to the mix and you might get confused. So make it simple, make it easy, and don't overcomplicate yourself. Swear to God, man. People overcomplex their stuff. This is wave 68. Use sounds or your eyes or both. This is the perfect spawn. Take a look at this. We use the one on the back as our pillar. We tag the one in front. We tag the one on the right. And that's it. It's really good. Really good. See? One more and we start healers. This is a interesting scenario, to say the least. Magic. Do you see me panicking and trying to, you know, tackle the healers or something like that? No, that's kind of dumb. You know? Whoever tells you, oh, tag them all because, oh my god, Jad is gonna be full HP. Dude, it doesn't matter if he's gonna be full HP. Like, seriously. It doesn't matter. He can be full HP, he can bring, I don't know, a brew, and we'll still be fine. What did I do there? Simple. I kill a healer that was far away. They don't grow back. This is not the fire keep, this is the Inferno. And then I arrange the other one to come behind one healer that was not moving. I go to the other side, the opposite, by, you know, slowly moving there, not panicking. That's it. How is this hard? How people, you know, get through Jad and they get hit by a melee hit? Like, why are people doing that? And if you tell me it's timing, it's your first cape, that makes absolutely no sense. If you tell me, oh, because of time, what time? Probably by that time you're 2 hours in. What time, dude? 5 minutes? 30 seconds? You have to get real and ask yourself if you're doing what you're doing because it makes sense or you're doing it because you saw somebody well-known doing it. So, you know, ask yourself the real questions, like, you know. See? Some people will just tag them from far and tank everything, which is completely nuts. You know? I have to admit, these were the perfect healers. I wish they were more scuffed, but they were not. But I'm pretty much chilling at this point. I'm pretty much chilling. I put protect from melee. Why? Well, the melees, I mean, the healers take a while to die, so that's the main reason. Wave 69 final. So you notice the marks that I have on the floor, the tiles, marks, tiles. These are safe spots for Suck, except the middle. The middle is not a safe spot. You hit him and you move immediately. Now, you realize that we started on the left, right? So a Ranger Major will appear and a 3-minute 30-second timer will appear that will only stop when he's less than 600 HP. You can drink your stamina here, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Don't drink it at the beginning because it doesn't make any sense. I've seen people that they drink the stamina as soon as they start suck. I'm like, dude, why? And that's not how stamina works. You can tag the ranger right away. I usually play with my pillar because I know that my pillar is not gonna fall. Like, see, protect from range, rapid heal. So I started 115. Did my shield took a lot of damage? No. Even if it was less than half, I'll be fine. Because on later waves you tag them both. But if you're not alternating the two of them, then why are you doing that? You know, it doesn't make proper sense. Like, anybody that tells me, oh, you have to tag them both, why? Oh, because you have to, otherwise your shield falls. No, your shield will fall on probably a second or third if you don't tag them right away. On the first, no. If it falls on the first, it's just that you let the major pretty much eat the pillar or the shield or the petroglyph or whatever this thing is. Now it's just a matter of succeed high ball, we move. On the middle we hit him and we move. If you're scared about using the middle, don't use it. Dude, I don't know what's happened with my Tivo. Last 3 days it's not hitting anything on suck. It's just like beyond nuts, you know. I'm gonna blame the update because every time Jagex launches an update, like content update, you get destroyed until probably they realize, oh, we have to fix this, and then suddenly I'm hitting. Like, you know, they release new crap and the RNG goes to the garbage. I don't know what it is, but I can swear to God, like, people, whenever there's an update, they're like, are you guys getting hit a lot at XYZ? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I almost got killed like 5 times. Oh, really? Because I'm getting hit non-stop by, I don't know, Workout. I'm getting hit non-stop by Rune Dragons. I'm getting hit non-stop at Corrupted Gauntlet. And you're like, yeah, there's something going on there. I mean, not to sound like full InfoWars host, but yeah. There's something definitely going on there with whenever they do updates. Okay. This chat appeared because suck was less than 480. All you have to do is turn around your camera, start hitting suck. I mean, Jad, and on this one I do tag all the healers from Jad because, you know, why not? And since you cannot hide from the healers, this is just one healer. I could outlast him, but I only have 2 minutes, so I'm gonna tag them all. It is funny. I can hit a lot on Jad, but I cannot hit anything on Suck. And Suck pretty much has more magic defense, but okay. The healers from Suck, usually you can start them with more than 2 minutes. If you're more experienced, you can start with 1.5, 120. I like to start them with 140 or 130. My personal preferences, you know, you don't have to guide yourself by what I like or what I say. It's just a personal thing of mine. Here we go. Okay. healers. Now the attack of Suck changes. He attacks faster. So ignore that. I misclicked the healer, but that's fine. Somebody told me that on the Steam client the healers look bigger. Recently people told me that they have cybersecurity issues with the Steam client. I don't know how true that is. I haven't looked into that. They say that that is being told on social media. Thank God I don't have social media. So yeah, redemption shouldn't save you there. It did save me, but it's not a good sign when it saves you. I just took a lot of unnecessary damage. That's fine. So what I'm doing here is pretty much following the shield. You can move every 2 tiles, but I think that's kind of complex for somebody new. So the way I do it is easier, you know? I just follow the shield. Oh. I'm gonna drink a ranging potion because, you know, the timer tells me that in 20 seconds we'll see the ranger and the major. There we go. Brew back. I guess to 115, yeah. Sounds good. It's really sad that I couldn't tag the major on time. I guess the pillar will receive some damage, which is okay. I mean, you know. It's fine. This is the part where you put your shield. Try to kill the ranger because he's the one damaging you. But don't lose track of Suck. And when I say don't lose track of Suck is, you know, don't stay like... Dude, why is my blowpipe not hitting? Come on. It's a very bad wait, but, you know, the good thing about this is that the learning portion is huge. What do I mean by that? That you might find yourself in this situation more often than not, where you're being constantly pounded by the ranger. But if you maintain the calm, you'll be fine. Okay, so how do you move on Suck and Rage? Pretty simple, actually. You hit him once per safe spot because safe spots still work. Or whatever people tell you they don't work. They probably don't know a lot about the Inferno, but they still work. But on the corners, you hit him 3 times and then you move. You hit him once here and then you move, and you hit him once and then you move. Just wait for the hit to register. That's it. Don't move too fast. Don't move too slow. Just 1 hit, move. 3 hits on the corners and you move. And this way, you never get hit by the freaking ball. I'm telling you, whenever you want to do a video, things always go dumb. What happens if you cannot kill the major and Suck on time? Well, you barrage the major, because there will be 2 majors on top of each other, so you don't know which one is which. You barrage him and then you kill the ranger, of course. There we go. That will happen more with both. With Tivo doesn't happen, and that's the cape. Like I said, that's the way I do it. Usually end up with 4 or 5 brews, but yep, 840 capes, and that's pretty much it.